hustle, flexing my muscle, but losing my soul. The trap beat heavy, taking control. Sunset fading into city lights, ready for another one of these lonely nights. Hustling in the market, hustling in the club, looking for some realness, looking for some love. The sub bass glides like a scooter in the lane. We are all just trying to escape the pain. Golden hour hustle, flexing my muscle, but losing my soul. The trap beat heavy, taking control. Sunset fading into city lights, ready for another one of these lonely nights. Money comes and money goes, but the emptiness just grows and grows. Golden hour hustle, flexing my muscle, but losing my soul. The trap beat heavy, taking control. Sunset fading into city lights, ready for another one of these lonely nights. Golden hour is over. Welcome to the dark.
Thunder, clapping, sub bass, shaking the windows. Yeah. Drops hitting the tin roof, our earth we turn it back. The sky is turning gray, just like you and I. Water flooding the streets, blocking every road, carrying this weight, it is a heavy payload. Flash floods in my mind, washing away the dirt, but nothing seems to cleanse me of this endless hurt. Monsoon season pouring down on me, drowning in the waves of a bitter memory. The triple light hide sounding like the falling rain. The mic check vibes masking all the pain. Stuck inside my condo on the 30th floor, staring at the shoes you left by the door. Monsoon season pouring down on me, drowning in the waves of a bitter memory. The triple high sounding like the falling rain. My life track vibes masking all the pain. Life track vibes masking all the pain. Life track vibes masking all the pain. Rain keeps falling, let it pour, wash it all away. Rain keeps falling, let it pour, wash it all away.
Engine revving, street noise, trap beat drops hard.
The back of a tuk-tuk speeding through the night. The wind is whipping my face under the yellow light. We hit a pothole, but I am already broken. Words of love we shared remain unspoken. Swerving through the lanes, dodging all the cars, looking up at the sky, but I cannot see the stars. Neon blurring past like a cinematic dream. Nothing in this life is ever what it seems. Heavy 808s rattling the metal frame. I am trying to escape, but I only find your name. The driver asked me where I really wanna go. I tell him anywhere that the river flows. Past the Grand Palace, gleaming in the dark. A monument to kings while I'm falling apart. Neon blurring past like a cinematic dream. Nothing in this life is ever what it seems. Heavy 808s rattling the metal frame. I am trying to escape, but I only find your name. The fare is 50 baht, but the toll is my soul. Trying to piece together what you completely stole. Before the city colors washing over my face, I'm lost in the rhythm, lost in the space. Neon blurring past like a cinematic dream. Nothing in this life, heavy in the seas. Heavy 808s, hallelujah, the battle frame. I
in the shadows tonight. Atmospheric pads floating. Heavy 808 kicking in. Rolling down the avenue. Neon signs blurring in the blue. Got my foot on the gas, but my mind is stuck on you. The street food smoke rising in the air. I look to the passenger seat, but you are not there. Sipping on something cold to freeze the pain, but the auto-tune cannot hide the rain. The triple-A hi-hats ticking like a clock. I am circling the same old block. Wishing you would call my phone. I hate this feeling of being alone in the zone. Midnight Sukhumvit, sliding through the dark. Heavy 808s beating like my broken heart. Melodies bleeding through the midnight haze. I am lost in the trap, lost in your maze. Yeah, the city never sleeps, but I'm dreaming of your face. Past the clubs and the alleyways, everything feels like a faded phase. People laughing but the silence is loud. I am just a ghost floating through the crowd. You promised me forever under temple moon. Now I'm humming our song slightly out of tune. Midnight Sukhumvit, sliding through the dark. Heavy 808s beating like my broken heart. Melodies bleeding through the midnight haze. I am lost in the trap, lost in your maze. Yeah, the city never sleeps, but I'm dreaming of your face. Smooth R&B chords wash over the beat. The tires screeching on an empty street. I burn the bridges, I burn the past, but the scent of your perfume is built to last. Midnight Sukhumvit, sliding through the dark. Heavy 808s beating like my broken heart. Melodies bleeding through the midnight haze. I am lost in the trap, lost in your maze. Yeah, the city never sleeps, but I'm dreaming of your face.
Dark water moving, just like my tears. Let the beat drop.
Staring at the river, watching the boats go by. Under the realm of the elated bridge, trying not to cry. You told me forever, but forever was a lie. Now I am smoking in the dark, asking the heavens why. The current pulls me in, just like your gravity. Trapped in this cycle, an endless tragedy. Chao, Phraya flows, taking my soul away. Wish I could turn back time, make you wanna stay. The 808 shakes the ground, beware my feet, but it can't fill the void of this empty street. I remember the nights by the water, holding you close. Out of all mistakes, losing you hurts the most. Street food aromas fading into the exhaust. Calculating the price of love and what it costs. Chao, Phraya flows, taking my soul away. Wish I could turn back time, make you wanna stay. The 808 shakes the ground beneath my feet.
and scattered, just like my heart, torn up and battered, floating away like a lantern on the tide. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Chao, Phraya flows, taking my soul away. Wish I could turn back time, make you wanna stay. The 808 shakes the ground beneath my feet, but it can't fill the void of this empty street. Let the river take it. Drift away, fading out into the night.
Thunder rumble, heavy 808s, out of tune now.
Monsoon season. The sky is crying with me.
Gray clouds rolling over the concrete jungle. My mind is a mess, a beautiful kind of crumble. We used to share an umbrella down in Sathorn. Now I am drenched to the bone, feeling so torn. Water rising in the streets, just like my regrets. Trying to dry my eyes, but I cannot forget. Monsoon tears falling on the dashboard, begging you to stay, but I cannot afford. Heavy drops matching the beat of the straps. They're looking for your shadow, but nobody is there. The traffic is deadlocked, red lights in the rain. Every wiping of the glass just shows me the pain. You caught a flight out to London, left the heat behind. I am stuck in the tropics, losing my mind. Monsoon tears falling on the dashboard, begging you to stay, but I cannot afford. Heavy drops matching the beat of the straps. They're looking for your shadow, but nobody is there. Thunder shaking the condo glass, wondering how long this storm will last. The 808 drops like a lightning strike. Nothing feels right on this rainy night. Monsoon tears falling on the dashboard, begging you to stay, but I cannot afford. Heavy drops matching the beat of the straps. They're looking for your shadow,
sitting on the edge, looking down from the ridge, boats cutting through the waves like you cut my soul. I gave you a half and you took the whole. Golden temple shining on the other side. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Chao Phraya blows, sinking like a stone, surrounded by millions, but I am completely alone. The current pulls me under, the subbase pulls me down. I am the loneliest king in this angel town. Temple bells ringing through the humid night air, sifting through memories, it is just not fair. You promised me forever by the water's edge. Now I'm standing here, making a silent pledge. Chao Phraya blows, sinking like a stone, surrounded by millions, but I am completely alone. The current pulls me under, the spot fighting through the ground. I am the loneliest king in this angel town. The fairy horn blows, a mournful low sound. I drop your silver ring right onto the ground. Let the river take the past, wash away the rush.
Engine revving pitched into a trap bass drop. Hold on tight. We are leaving the past.
Three wheels tearing through the midnight traffic. The speed is violent, the visuals are graphic. Tuk-tuk driver knows exactly where to target. Escaping the memories, escaping the show. Wind in my face, neon blurring into lines, leaving your toxic energy way behind. Three-wheel drift through the concrete maze, snapping out of your hypnotic daze. The 808 engine roaring in the back. I am vitally moving forward, staying on track. Cutting through the alleys, dodging the debris. For the first time in months, I am feeling free. You try to cage me up in your web of lies. Now I'm speeding away under Bangkok skies. Three-wheel drift through the concrete maze, snapping out of your hypnotic daze. The 808 engine roaring new like I am finally moving forward, staying on track. Faster and faster, let the wheels spin. Losing you was the only way. through the concrete maze. Snapping out, oh, you'll hear it maze. The 808 engine roaring in the back. I am finally moving forward, staying on track. Screeching brakes, we made it. Keep the change, I am gone. Temple bell rings once. Old world, new hustle. We pray to the skyline. Yeah, gold spies hiding behind the high rises. The modern life is full of cool surprises. Burning incense while counting up the cash. Trying to rise from the city ash. D-basic going through the ancient walls. The modern jungle where the predator crawls. Walking the tight between the old and new. Wonder what the ancestors would do. Palms together giving thanks for the day. Then jumping in the bezel right away. The R&B melodies clashing with the chant. Trying to be pure but I know I cannot. Concrete temples reaching to the sky. We bow our heads and we wonder why. The 808 sub is shaking up the shrine. Looking for a spirit or a sacred sign. Crypts, high hats, rolling in the holy place. Running the modern rat Lotus flowers resting on the dashboard shelf. Trying to find a way to redeem myself. The neon billboards block the shining sun. The day is over, but the night has begun. Wear a many amulets to block the hate, but you cannot escape your predetermined fate. The trap light pulls me with SE force. Riding this path on a dangerous course. Concrete temples reaching to the sky. We bow our heads and we wonder why. The 808 sub is shaking up the shrine. Looking for a spirit or a sacred sign. Crypts, high hats, rolling in the holy place. Running the modern rat race. Monks walking barefoot in the morning light, while I am just returning from a wild night. The contrast is sharp like a triple snare. I breathe in the calm, miraculous at the air. To impress and touch through the roof, living my life without the solid proof. Concrete temples reaching to the sky. We bow our heads and we wonder why. The 808 sub is shaking up the shrine. Looking for a spirit or a sacred sign. High hats, rolling in the holy place. Running the modern rat Temple bell rings one. Bell rings one. Gold spires hiding on the high rises. The modern life is full of cold surprises. Burning incense while counting up cash. Trying to rise from the city ash. Deep bass echoing through the ancient walls. The modern jungle where the predator crawls. Walking a tightrope between the old and new. Wonder what the ancestors would do. Palms together giving thanks for the day. Then jumping in the beds to ride away. temple bell rings. Respect. Concrete temples. Let the bass fade.
Bangkok nights, heavy rain on the windshield. Let the 808
Driving down Sukhumvit, the neon bleeds red. Got these heavy thoughts of you spinning in my head. Wipers pushing away the past, but the glass stays blurred. Every promise that we made feels so absurd. The traffic stops, but my mind keeps racing. It is your shadow in the passenger seat I am chasing. Oh, this city feels so cold without you here. Sipping on this bitter truth, drowning out the fear. Heavy bass knocking like a heart inside my chest. Trying to forget you, put these memories to rest. Passing by Thong Low where we used to kick it. Now the VIP booth feels like an empty ticket. Ice melting in my glass, watering down the pain. Just lone rider caught up in the monsoon rain. Oh, this city feels so cold without you here. Sipping on this bitter truth, drowning out the fear. Heavy like my heart inside my chest. Trying to forget you, put these memories to rest. They say time heals, but the clock moves slow. How do I let go when you are all I know? Praying to the shrine at the corner of the street, hoping that in the next life our souls will meet. Oh, this city feels so cold without you here. Sipping on the glass truth, drowning out the fear. Heavy bass knocking like my heart inside my chest. Trying to forget you, put these memories to
Let the rain wash it away. Fading in the midnight traffic. The beat fades out.
Temple bells chime, heavy sub bass, seeking peace, finding none. Lighting up a stick, set the arrow on shrine, praying to the gods, hoping for a sign. Smoke curling up, mixing with the city smog, walking through my life like a thick, heavy fog. The marigold gardens wilt in the midday sun. I am fighting a battle that cannot be won. Incense burning, but my demons stay alive. Pushing 140 on the tollway, trying to survive. Heavy bass knocking down the walls inside my head. I'm holding on to every to survive. Heavy bass knocking down the walls inside my head. I'm holding on to every single word you say. Gold leaf flicking off the statues in the dark. You left a permanent scar right across my heart. Offerings of fruit and red soda on the tray. Nothing in this world can wash my sins